This is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Edelman's Patriots going up against Brown Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. With the new... England Patriots. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Dion Lewis, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Going deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. As possession changes hands here, I get to talk to you about the Super Bowl. It's New England and Philly, a repeat of Super Bowl 39, although that one was in Jacksonville. This one, of course, in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really changes is the weather. But this one's in a dome, so I don't think that that's a real issue for them at all. But guess what? New England has the same coach and the same quarterback. That's a big advantage for the Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Philly, everything's new, including a quarterback in Nick Foles that they didn't think would be there right now.
And I'm not sure Nick Foles thought he would be there at that point. But remember, he's been to the Pro Bowl before. Been to the playoffs as a starter in the NFL. He's got a chance to play a really big game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Throwing now is Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Defense showing blitz. Now a toss play to Lewis. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Off the toss, Lewis. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
They come out here in the eye. Now Brady. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. In motion right is Brown. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Oh, what a move. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Cooks, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Dorsett on the return. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Brady now on 1st down, going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On 1st down, Brady. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rex Burkhead, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right on the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, Fitzgerald to Son. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. 3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board. And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. taken down. Back at his own 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Brady gives this one to Lewis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. Now it's Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Now Brady. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
These two.
McDonald, the man in motion.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Easy. Set. Wait. 4 down. 52.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 31 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now Dion Lewis to return. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Easy.
Brady now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Brady to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Right there around the 35-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the trap.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. And they'll put Bryant in motion left. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first down is Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27. Brady now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down at the 2. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. The 20. 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They try again with Lewis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. To throw is Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And now out come the Steelers. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one goes for 24 yards.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. First and goal.
Easy. Beat these two.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell finding the end zone on the game's final play. And if the Steelers can convert the extra point, they will have the lead. No time on the clock. This to claim victory. And he has got it. And to borrow a baseball expression, they're going to walk off a winner. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.